Okay, so I hope you guys got my emails and everybody's in the chat group. It seems like everybody got that already. So we're gonna work through Classroom as you're probably used to with your former faculty. Let me share my screen with you so you can see it. So this is your system. Does everybody has access to Classroom? Can you please just give me a thumbs up or open your mic and say yes? Or if you don't, please put in the chat group so I can like figure out how to add you. Is it okay? If anybody has an issue, just hit me an email to my Ucuenca email and I'll add you on it. So we will be working every 2 weeks. We're gonna meet a Friday from 2:30 to 3:30, and then you're gonna have an hour extra to start working on your things. The idea of these sections is like you have time to start working on your class project until the end of the semester, and you will have weekly modules organized in this way. So pretty much in this course, what we're gonna cover is this class plan that I have prepared for you, which is qualitative research methodologies, which is a course pretty much focused on how to do qualitative research in a more advanced way that could be integrated into any other specific strategy, even if you're like an engineering or an STEM field, in a way that you can consider how to do interdisciplinary research or keep advancing towards grad school if you're interested. So what our goals are pretty much is to focus on developing research questions and objectives and how to develop meaningful research questions in a qualitative inquiry, master data collection techniques in a way that you can merge qualitative research into programs that are interdisciplinary or transdisciplinary if you want to apply, I don't know, in grad school or any other field. And also think about enhancing critical thinking skills for your research projects. So think those considerations and how those research findings can be used into your project. So probably if you already did your thesis on your undergrad degree and you're thinking about moving towards that same topic for your master's and applying for like scholarship or a new project that you're thinking about drafting, you can use this class for it. I know many of you are thinking about doing like a master's program or like barely finishing your thesis and expand on it for a program. You don't need to run any methods. This would be pretty much a design of how to expand that quantitative research into a qualitative section or how to expand further on a qualitative research project. So you can use your thesis if it's already done to expand extra qualitative, or you can integrate into something that's quantitative, a qualitative research methodology. So then you have to think about qualitative research into how to collaborate around specific things about engaging in qualitative learning and also develop research proposals and reflect on your learning tools into the course. So how we're gonna work in each module, you will have different readings, activities, class assignments, which you will have to develop every other week or every week. Everything will be posted and you will receive these materials with deadline. So you will have to work on the deadline that will be every week, every other week, and submit those materials online. So as an honor student, you will be expected to do some kind of like effort, critical thinking, and also work around those issues, and also communicate with me as your instructor if you're having issues to attend to the course, but also if you're having like any proof of health issues, if you are not attending or like missing courses or anything like that. So communicate with me and communicate with the program chair, which is Dr. Joanna Orellana. I'm not the chair anymore. I'm just the professor of this course. So if you have long haul issues that you're jeopardizing sustaining yourself in the program, think about talking to Dr. Orellana about alternatives of how to navigate your sustainability in Vanguardia, because you're just in this course and you're missing one more. So we want you to succeed. So the important thing is thinking about a plan for you to stay in the program. So the contents on each week are the following. We're gonna focus on a questionnaire about survey and research approach. Then we're gonna move into research tools, and pretty much we're gonna move every other week into these different lectures and materials, and also do different lectures, materials, and projects. So you will be invited to revise lectures, materials, projects, and readings. I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of an allergy. And then you will have to think about different readings and activities and so on and so on. Sorry so much. And we will have a couple books to read. Any questions so far?
Teacher, no hay audio. No.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Alejandro. So we have in this first section of the course, you guys will have the class materials and the syllabi and the Zoom link for the class. So if you ever lose the Zoom link, it's always here. And this will be the book. You don't have to buy the book. If you want to print out the book, if you want to download the book, if you want to read the book in your iPad, that's up to you. Figure it out yourself. You don't have, I'm not going to demand you to copy or whatever. That's up to you. So this is the copy of Qualitative Research and Inquiry by John Creswell. It's a pretty good qualitative research that usually even PhD students use in graduate school. And I really like it because it explains about qualitative paradigms and also the tools. So it's very, very useful. I highly recommend you to download it and have it with you if you're thinking about going to grad school, because also it will give you all the terminology that people uses in grad school in English. So it's really rich about the methods and about the language, but also how to frame research design. So it's very, very useful. And then we have also materials about coding and software. And we have a second book that's also really great for learning more about coding materials for qualitative research. Because if quantitative people have their methods, we also have our Bibles for it. And this is one of them. This is the qualitative manual for qualitative researchers with this Johnny Saldaña, which is one of the biggest scholars ever in this field. So also, please, if you wanna keep this material, it's really good. It will give you all the ins and outs of how to code and use these coding systems that you can pretty much learn all the coding systems and even use these for software such as NVivo or Atlas DI or so on. So 2 little gifts for you for free. through 2 freebies that comes with this course for you. So then we have the week's material. So this first week that we're gonna start today, and every week we'll have the unit contents. So this would be like our agenda for the week. So for example, what I expect for you is to do the reading. So before every meeting, you will have to do readings on your own. And I will put here, read Qualitative Inquiry and Research Design from Kratzwell from page 1 to 16. So before we come, I don't expect you to do any summaries or any tests. You're big people. I'm not that kind of professor that's gonna ask you for a multiple choice test. I hate standardized tests, even if it's more work for me to read actually an essay, but I hate it. I think that's how stupid people learn to be stupid. I'm sorry, but I'm that kind of crazy professor, even it's more work for me. I'm against standardized testing. I hate it. Even here, I have issues because I don't want to test my students like that. And I won't do it even if I lose a job, I won't. I resist to it. I'm never gonna do it. So I want you to read and engage critically with the text and say like, how in hell I'm gonna use these materials, and then I'm gonna pose real questions about the methods and how to use those methods. So for example, my type of assignments will be discussion boards or observe this video about this phenomenon, how you will do research about this. Oh, I will do a survey. I will be an observant participant. And I will observe these criteria as a psychologist. As a communication professional, I will do content analysis, observing this, and that. Because you guys already took undergrad, right? Like you already know research from your field. I'm not teaching people that have no idea about research. You already took that course in your undergrad degree. So I want you, based on a prompt question, to reflect from the reading how you will address that, right? So my assignments for you will be more reflective. So if you don't read, you don't know, you will not know how to engage. So that's my type of assignments for you. It's more how you will extract what's important for you and how to engage around those specific topics, right? So think about that. And second of all, lecture is revise materials and prepare for the upcoming lectures and activities. So I'm always thinking about reading, doing your activity, coming prepared with the upcoming activities. So that's how we're gonna work. And some of that will come with some videos that I prepare for you that are short lectures that pre-prepared. So the week that we don't meet is not for you to go and don't do nothing. It's for you to watch these materials and be ready for the time we meet. So we will schedule. So for example, today is the 27th, right? So we will meet every 2 other weeks. So our next meeting will be probably October 11th, right? So we will re-meet again after you have done all these materials, and then we will re-engage on October 11th after you have done all of that. If any questions emerge, please hit me an email and I will respond back to you with no problem. So until that, now you have many deadlines, for example. So for example, today you have, after we finish this lecture, you will have to read from page 1 to 16. Then on October 4th, you have to watch this video and respond this forum. Then you will have to check on qualitative surveys and their uses. Then on October 19, you will have to do a qualitative survey structure draft. And so on, and so on, and so on, until we finish. Is it clear? Do you guys have any questions? Is there anything particular that you would like to learn from qualitative research that you haven't learned in your undergrad? I'm gonna stop recording.